Hello you, welcome to Geekism and welcome back to 2 Point Museum, where we're going right back to the start, to the first island the first plot of land Memento Mile, and we're going to start from the ground up. There's a button that just says delete everything, and it deletes everything. It kicks all the guests out. It puts all of your exhibits into storage. It gives you all the money for everything. You'll see there we have $600,000, and now I'm basically treating this like a sandbox mode, really. And this is going to be, at least to begin with, still very sort of leaning into the prehistory stuff, but I do want this to just be our general museum that eventually takes on a lot of the exhibits. I feel like some of them don't necessarily work in the sort of traditional sense of museum, and I think they're probably better kept separately. I think the spooky one is fantastically good fun for the spooky hotel. Not sure whether it really works with what I want to try and make this place look like, but I think some of the contraptions, the fish obviously from the aquarium, and I kind of think I want to keep the space stuff separate as well, but I think all the others go pretty well here together. The botany, the aquarium, and the prehistory, and all the subcategories within those, I think, work quite well. It's just basically a natural history museum. That's what we're looking at building here today. So I'm starting off with the entrance area here, and then my plan with this is to have a sort of staff-only core of the building. So the building in the middle here has a lot of the staff welfare uses and the sort of stuff that isn't necessarily intrinsic to the running of the museum. So here we have the marketing room, trying to make these as big as we'll ever need them to be and get them up to that level 5 decoration, because then we could just kind of leave them running and let them get on with what they want to do. You'll see the rest is prehistory there. We're actually having to work towards 25 of our professor friends, and they'll just trickle up as you go. You'll see that museum rating currently is very low. Even by the end of this time lapse, I don't get it back up there, but we all the level 21 museum, but we do unlock some of the Bone Belt map as we go ahead and find a few more exhibits for these areas. But I wanted to have that core sort of managerial middle there with staff areas, and then have a big U shape of a museum, basically, with a sort of core corridor here with the carpet here running through, that's going to have some of the more generic sort of fossil exhibits, coffee places, canteen, that kind of thing, and then there will be offshoot rooms here, the first one being for the fossils we have. And then these, we're just going to super lean into the 2 Point style, the really wacky, zany sort of look to everything. We're going to have loads of decorations. So here in the prehistory room, we have fossils all over the floors. We have plants and trees and rocks and all of that sort of stuff, and we're going to really just lean into that. And you'll see here, occasionally we send people out. I start off by sending people out to finish. We realize we still don't have the head for that one there. Look, we don't have the head for it. Start off to send people out to finish those, and then I send a few people out to get see if we can get pristine versions of stuff that we haven't got already, and then eventually we do start grabbing a few new bits as well, just to fill out this larger space. Already, one of the problems I'm going to have, I think, with doing this is this isn't the final version of this room, because there's a lot more dinosaur bones that we just don't have yet. So I've tried to design this. You'll see both sort of to the north and west of this building as we look at this picture. We can expand. This room can just get bigger, basically, and then all we can do then is to everything we have in there, just sort of spread them out. And I think you'll see that best in the next room, which is going to be a dedicated cold room for the ice fossils and the Neanderthals in ice and that kind of thing. So it's a lot of fun, really just sort of leaning into the scenery, just kind of going crazy. I think with 2 Point, and I've had some of the comments in the videos say similar, you can either fight it or lean into it, the it being the 2 Point style. And I feel like I fight the game a lot with Planet Coaster, not to say anything against Planet Coaster, but we often try and sort of make the realism stuff happen a lot with Planet Coaster, and there's something to be said about just leaning into the fact that this game is wacky. It's just crazy. It isn't very realistic. you know, some things it is actually seems to be seemingly very realistic, but you know, in a lot of ways it's not. They jump all over the things. I see a lot of people on Reddit saying things like, oh, if I put rope all around my exhibits, my staff can't get to them, but if I don't put rope, the kids come and jump on them and press them. I'm like, yeah, the kids are going to jump on them. That's just kind of how the game is designed. So you kind of have to just lean into it, I think, else you're just going to get frustrated. So here we lean into it in the side rooms, and then the middle here, this sort of corridor is going to be more of a sort of basic plain, just sort of marble floors and red carpet to usher people into the areas, and then this is where we'll put the sort of the more, I don't want to say boring exhibits, but you know, they're just the plain fossils that people just kind of look at. And then the other more interesting stuff, we'll lean into the scenery vibes with them and sort of go a bit crazy. Although we do place a lot of the tusks here around. It's really quite fun. And yeah, I had a lot of fun with this. It's really nice to sort of just play around with the scenery, not really worry about the budget necessarily, although you will see that we just hemorrhage cash throughout this episode here. There's about another 3 minutes left. You watch how small that number goes by the time I finished. And at some point I do have to kind of stop playing the game as just a sandbox and go in and actually fix out some of the issues we're having regarding revenue, because the problem is really, I think what the game is designed to do outside of sandbox is to, you know, grow small. You start off with a few exhibits, you get them sorted, and then you build up from there, and even you sort of open the decorations that go with these exhibits as you progress as well, so it's not really expected to have all of them to start off with. So what we find is that doing these sort of themed rooms right from the ground up, it just sort of drinks all of your cash, and you don't really, especially because I'm playing on pause here, you don't really see it start to come back in. So at the end of this time lapse, I did let it run just for a little bit and actually just sort of play the game, actually run the management system of the museum, and start to get things back into the black. And I'll show you a couple of other tips for getting money back into the black as well. It might be stuff that you guys already know. I know, you know, there's people like Pinstar who do awesome tutorials for the game, but I'm finding a lot of this sort of stuff out through play, so I just want to kind of point it out to you folks if you haven't seen it already. One of the great ways to generate revenue is this cafeteria, which we saw first in the Space Museum. Didn't realise it was open. There wasn't much of a fanfare when it became unlocked, I don't think, or I might have just missed it. But usually when the new mechanics come into the game, it's part of the quests, I guess, to put them in. This one wasn't. It just kind of happened, and that's fine. In fact, you might see I think I might have cut it off. Some of the ways to generate some extra revenue, I'll show them in a moment. Here then, just kind of having fun with the building shape, realized that I just don't want a huge box basically, and I thought this would be this to me looks a little bit like one of those rooms that sometimes it's just closed off for storage, but sometimes there might be like a guest exhibit, there might be a local artist exhibit, something like that, and I thought that'd be a really great way of doing the amber pieces. I think there's only about sort of 5 or 6 of them, so they'll all quite comfortably fit into this room. We did already have that the fly there, the sort of Jurassic Park mosquito in the amber already, but I found the place on the map to go and grab a few other ones. We got this awesome like unborn dinosaur egg, and then I send them out and they get a third one as well, which is it's a little dinosaur with his tongue stuck in a tree. It's good fun. Anyway, I'll show all these now. Here we go, this live action section. I did a little bit more work off camera, and I'll go over that here. Okay, so we're getting there then. Attract 25 guests. Professor guest remarketing when needed there. Rating fluctuates wildly, but we'll work on that when it's the only thing left to do. Museum rating is slowly trickling up, and then overall we just have to get 2 more stars. One of these would be nice if it was 3 stars. I'm sure it will be. And okay, so the few things you can do to really raise income. First of all, you can get away with sticking pretty much all of these up to here. It says unknown value that's where they haven't sold them basically. But if you look at all the ones where they have bought it, they still feel like it's good value. $332 for a plushie. For a onesie, sorry, good value. And then this is the other one. This is a Cheesy Gubbins plushie. It's a really great way to generate revenue. If you come down to here, finances, and then come to sponsorship. There's a few options here. Now, I don't know if these are changing or random, but these are the two I had here. There's another one if you're really low on cash. But Cheesy Gubbins plushies, it just allows you to put that plushie in and you just generate revenue. And then the other one, the Mudbury Festival sign I actually placed it down over here, and you have to treat it like an exhibit, so it's got some random scenery around it just to get the numbers up. And yeah, it generates revenue. They come and look at it, and they treat it like an exhibit. So far, it's made nothing this month, but if you look overall, it's made a lot. Now, it does say that it has a negative trait, but I watched a handful of people come over, look at it. They generate $264 for looking at it, and then they wander off and wants to donate. Brand fatigue. Ah, there we go. Annoyed by sponsored exhibits decreases happiness. So that's the first time I've seen that. But it's not the worst thing in the world. You know, it may not help overall. But while I'm trying to get the coffers back up, as you can see, we're on 70,000 here. You know, that's going to really help there. The staff wages are ridiculous at the moment, but they're all doing something for me. So it's very important that we still have them all. All right, so we have a few things to look at. Off camera, I grabbed this, which is a new fossil, the old smack of owl. What else did we get off camera? Probably another exhibit or two. It might have just been that one. This one I mentioned, the leaky thing there. This thing is new, this ancient monobrow. This room, I was holding on to see what happened, but obviously I would like to fill this room with these exhibits and have the path come down to here. But I was holding off to see which other ones I could find. I can't seem to find any else on the map. I'm sure they're there and we haven't unlocked them, but for now that seems to be all there is. Talking of the map, though, I'm going to come on down here and keep trying to fill things up. Our greasy fields, we can keep going to try and get pristine ones of these, but I think new exhibits are a bit more fun. So here, the Primordial Soup Kitchen is just staff XP. This is the next one. There must end. There's new bones here. But I need a history expert with Rapid Restoration 2, so that means they have to have Rapid Restoration twice, basically. That's tricky to do. I think this one we finished. Oh no, there's another invention there. So maybe we send out a restoration. We need to get... So these are guidelines. What we need to do is we need to get somebody with rapid restoration, of which we don't have anyone, to level up so that they can have both. So I wonder, is it worth trying to find a new person? Flossie Dread, you are going to be my new long-term project, Flossie. I don't think I built these off on camera as well. Rapid restoration, go ahead. But yeah, these are just the analysis room and then the workshop they're currently making. Oh, this is something I unlocked through Enlightenment, Relic River. I think it's one of those sort of pan for your own fossils kind of thing. We have a lot of those here at different sort of museums and stuff I've seen. So the plan here, that is a thief, dude. Oh, the hole went away. Did they steal something? Probably. The theft is too high. I don't like it. All right. So my plan here's my plan. I'm going to have this become a corridor to here, and then this to become a staff-only corridor, like that. And then now I've got a bit of cash. I don't mind putting this building in. I want this to come down to here. It's a fair old chunk of cash. And the plan is going to be that this is sort of continuing our corridor of random stuff. You know, a few sort of fossil exhibits, a few interactive exhibits. But then here, aquarium. That's what I want to. That's what I want to happen here. I want this to become an aquarium. So this edge actually we'll probably have it to there, and we'll just move this door to there, like so. And then this won't actually be a wall. Instead, I want to do some nice big What's that there? Oh, it's off the grid. But that's okay. I want to do some nice big aquariums, like just down here like that. Maybe not quite that big, but you know, to there. And have that go to there. So, oh, we also need a, yeah, of course, we need a filter. And complete the room. And then have, that's maybe a little more snug than I was hoping. I thought it'd be quite cool to have them come round to here. But this will be, yeah, basically that. They come down to here, and they can either exit through here down to another building in the future, or they can come down the aquarium down this side. And I think that will look pretty cool. And there's probably going to be other things we can do. So maybe, do we take that back to there, perhaps? Maybe take that back to there. Yeah, that's better, isn't it? And then this wall comes to here. This door goes to there. We'll just get rid of that. Okay. And that gives us a few more spots for wider aquarium stuff. But then what we could do... Oh, that's a shame. We'll try and fix that. Let's bring this then over to its new home here. I feel like you should be quite comfortable sitting against that. There we go. Oops. There we are. And then you probably need to be rehomed to there, although it's kind of useless there. Okay, now then, let's have another look at this angle here. It's got to come from that corner, and it basically needs to go to there. Oh, I mean, I don't want to change the whole thing. So let's go like this. Let's put the door... Let's just get rid of the door. Let's get rid of that wall. Put that to there. Now we put the one-way system in. The one-way system has been working pretty well. So I am happy about that. There we go. That's what that looks like. And now that looks a bit more sort of purposeful. And then all we have to do is basically move all of this over. So let's do that real quick. So that's now at a bit of an angle. I don't hate that though. It looks like we're meant to do it, and then the red takes it up to here, and then this we must be able to have a nice aquatic door. So there's the wet lantern one. I mean that's got to be the one, hasn't it? Really? Yeah, the wet lantern door, and then that can go right on the red. Beautiful. Okay. And then I don't know where this goes. Oh, there's a good spot for it. Sure. And it actually looks at a few exhibits then, which is nice. All right, and now let's go to here. No. We'll run the game a little bit now while we're doing this, but we'll keep an eye on everything. So, marine life. This thing. Come on. No, come on. Oh, there we go. I knew there's a way to get out there.
Just like I was yesterday and all the days before. Join us.
We'll really lean into
right,
this being the water place. Can we do
Assistant to the cafe. That's where you work.
there and there? Okay. That's good. And now let's see if there is a pillar, isn't there? Yeah, this wet lantern column. I mean, it needs to kind of go here. The Relic River's complete. We'll have a look at that in a moment. There, look at that. Actually, absolutely making it. Oops. Absolutely making a pattern out of it. That looks great. Maybe that one doesn't need to be there. I bet we can't stack these as close as I would like to here. Yeah, that's a shame. I think it's pretty close, but we're not going to get another one in there, are we? No. Okay. Okay, we'll leave that. We'll just have it along this wall. That's fine. It does need a better paper behind it. Probably this blue cave will look pretty good. Well, yes, it does. I don't think there's a better one. There's marble blue.
Frequently asked questions.
I mean,
Yes, the dinosaurs are real, but they're not anymore.
They're very similar, but I quite like the fact that there's a little panel line there. That actually looks pretty good. And then this is our sort of entrance to the water world. Okay. Let's have a look what else we've got in Wetlandian then, just to start off with. Oh, we have this thing. That most definitely goes there, doesn't it? There we go. Now it all starts to make sense. We don't have much in the way of... we haven't thrown fish in the... the destroyer yet, so... If we could fit that... Oh, it's such a... Yeah, it will, it will, it will. Come on. Come on. That's great. That looks really good there. Can we get another one next to it? No, well, it's just not going to go, is it? That's fine. We're trying to do some funky stuff with the space, so it makes a lot of sense that it doesn't fit. We can do stuff like this, though. Okay. So this is going to be the fishy area, and then we do have a fish skeleton. We don't have all of it, but we have the beginning of it, and I think that is probably a perfect spot for it. Depending on where the head is, it probably goes the other way around. I think that's pretty cool there. And then I think we lean into the sort of wetness and the clearness of it, and we put some glass around. Let's have a look. Wallpapers. So that cave blue, I mean, we have used it in the ice room, but it's probably the one, isn't it? I mean, this marble blue is pretty good. Yeah, this is good, and it's a little different, so... Okay. If we fill, where's it go to? Oh, it does what it means to do. That's good. Yeah, that's good. That's all good. Yeah. And it goes right around there, around there, around there. And then that will eventually be covered in tanks, so I don't have to worry about it. That also does the inside, so I'd rather it not. We'll do that one by hand. Sorry, here. Okay. Oh, and then just there, won't it be? Yeah. And then all that's fine. Okay. Now, when we're doing a tour, if we ever do a tour using tanks, the tour wants to come to this door here. So... wanting to have a staff-only area, like I do, means we'll struggle to do tours for fish. So we might have to adjust that if it becomes a necessity. But for now, I'm kind of happy with it. Let's just not do tours, basically. All right, let's do the floors then. And I think the floor that's there is fine. We have some. There'll be other ones we can unlock as well as we go. But I think for now, I'm actually going to try this mottled blue. It's weird having to do this because we did it at an angle, but now we can go in and actually just paint those. There we go. And last view. Perfect. Something like that. And then I wonder if maybe the edge of the space has one as well. I don't hate that. We go right round. Because I've done that in other rooms and I'm really happy with how it turned out. I did that over here with the marble and then carpet in the middle. But I wonder actually if it works quite nicely the other way around, this all being seemingly carpet. I quite like that. And we'll just go to where we're working towards at the minute. Yeah, I quite like that. We'll have to do some triangle goodness. Now we need to have the ability to exit the place once you've gone into the area. Although it isn't going to be one way. This isn't one way here. One thing I wouldn't mind seeing, actually, there is a one-way gate. It'd be quite nice if we could just toggle whether any gate could be one way. I feel like that's doable, and that would be really neat. Okay, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So log 1, 2, 3, 4. So we need this to come out a little bit more for now. Again, all of this is very adjustable. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. But for now, it looks good. Because what we need to do is actually move this one just past here. Because it's just too snug here. We need to kind of open that area up. That's good. And we'll click go. Okay, go. And then we'll hurry this to there. Awesome. And then I'm going to take this down to here, although it might not. It eventually won't be, because we're not going to do that, are we? Yeah. So we'll just have to take this away as we put the fish tanks in, but that's fine. The floor then. It's this floor I've been enjoying. And I think then what we need to do is just come back into this building. Edit. Bring that a little this way. Okay. Assistant's trained up. Good. He looks super angry about the fact that he trained up, but I'm happy for him. And then a wall to there. And then, oh my goodness, it actually works. And to there and to there. And I think just having the occasional diagonal walls it just really opens this place up, you know? So we're now going to actually put a one-way door on this, because what I don't want to do is people come in through the gift shop, and at the moment they mostly don't, because they still come and grab their tickets, but sometimes they grab a ticket, they come out here, and then they come in here. I want them to work their way through, and they can come back and forth through all of this, but I want each of these to sort of be like an airlock, you know, like if they're working their way through this way, they are eventually going to get to the point where they've done everything they want to do. So we desperately need a fish in this. I think we have like one fish. Yeah, we have this flying fish. Boop. So he's a temperate fish. What's his buzz bonus? Not near any ruins. Okay. And he just needs flake food, so that's fine. We'll add in flake food. Like so. And then we'll put in a little bit of decoration. The main thing I don't want to do is get to the point where we have to take stuff back out again because he doesn't like it. Aquarium archway, aquarium ruins. So does that mean the archway is okay? Yeah, it's specifically ruins he doesn't want. Not the, oh no, that is, yeah. He knows that's a ruin. Okay. Well, that's fine. We can absolutely use other stuff. There's lots of stuff we can unlock. Large aquarium rock looks great. Some more coral. That leaf looks good. Seaweed at 2. Yeah, well, for now, we have to stick with what we've got, which is going to be a log. Or 2, probably, because it's a big old tank to fill up. There we go. Planting everywhere. The seaweed will be good because I do feel like this plant gets a little samey. That's okay. There we go. And I mean, we could do a treasure chest. That's a fun little thing down the front there. And the each of the rocks as well can go down. So that's 1. That's 2. And that's 3. And then we go doolally with the grass. Because my goodness, it needs it. Okay, that's great. And then I think we throw seaweed in there once it's done as well. So let's make sure we keep on top of the gubbins that we need. I love the glass ones here for the fish. I think they look perfect, and I'm also quite happy to have them just sort of in front of the glass. And then donations, probably there. And then I imagine we'll do another one over here. We'll do something fun here. I don't know what we got for that. Oh, a shiny sticker. What's that one? Have a building's value reach 500 grand. Cool. Okay. Okay, and then we want to get some benches.
Then you need
Whoop. Okay, which bench is nice? I mean, the space bench kind of works, honestly. There's also just a wooden one. The Atlantean one's a little... I don't know, it looks like it's a piles producer, that, as far as I'm concerned. This one is nice. Oh, that's a stone. Does that change depending on where it is? Or is it just the light hits the stone differently? Because there, to me, that looks like a peachy kind of colour, and then here it's more of a slate style colour. So I do wonder if that's just if that's just how that goes. Okay. So I want to try and line all this up nicely. Why would you sit that side and just stare at the wall, you weirdo? Okay. So yeah, I knew that wasn't in the middle. There you go. Okay, single fish in there. Definitely we'll start getting some more fish out, but currently our single fish expert, marine expert is out on the bone bank trying to get a second part to this. So at the moment, I'm afraid this single one is it. I do wonder whether the inventory is across museums, because I could just go and grab a handful from Museum 2 and throw them back in here. Then at that point we're just going to get them back from Museum 2, but I suppose there we are going to be able to do it quicker due to the number of fish experts we have. Why can't I remember the name? Marine biologist, I suppose, isn't it? Let's go to here. Let's get some hanging jelly, just because I think these look great. I kind of want them all over, really. This is our lighting for the area, so. There we go. It's there. This still isn't actually out of 5, so what can we put down? Oh yeah, turtles. We love the turtles. Okay, we'll have those on the entrance as you come in. And they'll still work for that thing. There we go, some of the babies. There we go, exhibition's finished, nice, we'll see that in a moment. There we go, turtles going into the place, that looks awesome. This is hopefully another part, well, it must be, the only thing you can get from here is this. Giant tail fin of the Exterrogator. It's great condition. There's 2 more. I mean, I feel like I just keep sending those out until it's done. Are you saying the place doesn't look good? It's gone away now. It's lovely decorated. Yeah, I think we just keep sending them there because as long as they're not hurt. Because why not? It takes longer. It just takes a lot more time. There is an injury. So if we go to remove the injury, it just takes a while. Yeah, I'm happy to do that. And we'll do... Actually, no, we don't need to do details because it's just a bone. Never mind. Next time we'll know. Okay. I'm going to try and throw a few fish into inventory and see what happens. Yeah, you can't do it. Never mind. Okay, let's... there's a nice spot on the wall here. There's a fun thing we can do, I think. Fish. Yeah. Oh, we had the river to put there as well. So tuna forks. Let's start that. Because these things are just fun and easy to do. We're going to put it over there. Alright, let's see about having this Relic River then. I think the way to go is probably extend this way a little. Oh, we're so short on cash. But we are earning money, we're just spending it. What I'm going to have to do is, when I finish this episode, I might just let the game run for an hour. And hopefully just catch robbers. Alright, I'm going to leave the coffee place as it is. I'm just going to take this out to there. I'm going to go and put this on the new wall. And this camera over there. Yeah, and then we'll click go. Okay. Yeah, I'm actually happy with that. What we'll do now is just shuffle all this down. This thing is kind of huge, but I love it. Okay, so we'll place this down here, I think. Yeah. And then that should put that buzz one back on near a prehistoric exhibit. That's good. And this one just also needs to be near one as well. That's great. Okay. And then we'll just join it all together with our gravel. Like so. And then we'll stick to... Oops. Oh, you have to pick that. Sorry. There we go. And then we'll just do these. As we've just been doing. Like that. That's good. And then I'm not going to throw too much around here because I feel like another set of bones there and there will probably work. So we'll leave that as is for now. I will probably throw the dirt under this up to the corner there. Because otherwise it'll look a little odd. And then we're just using this to express ourselves. There we go. And then I guess here, like this is the kind of the place where we can get away with throwing this because I don't think anything's going to fit into those spots. Whether or not these will go or not, it's going to be another question. Should. Yeah, it doesn't clip either. That's great. And I feel like these spots here are where they stand, so we'll try and leave those open. And then we'll just copy a couple of stones over to spots where they'll fit. And call that done, I think. There we go. Oops, didn't mean to do that. I just got that one. Bring it just to here. Okay. And then there is another tree we unlocked, actually. I don't know if it's maybe worth doing a bit of both. Yeah, an ancient tree as well. That's pretty good. So let's get rid of a few of these ones where they're a little too close together. And then instead bring in the ancient one. It was there. It's a lot smaller than I originally thought. That's okay. That'll do. Okay. We've hit our professors, so I'm actually going to turn this off. Because we don't need them going there. We've hit that. Reaching level 21 is going to be a little tricky, but we'll get there. I want to come and see what happens when people do this. Oh, there's a dilemma at Bone Bank. While on underwater recce, a staff member claims to have seen treasure glinting. There isn't the time. Check it out. Yeah, check it out. 10 grand. All right. And it adds 3 days on. That's okay. Oh, look. Yeah, there you go. It's exactly what I thought it was. It's a find yourself a little fossil. Oh, he's found a boot. And he's found a bone. And is he trying it on? Doesn't want it. I love it. The animations in this game is so cute. Great, there you go. Yeah, you get yourself. Might find a boot. That's exciting. What did you find? Oh, a tusk. Are you having it? Are you keeping it? Oh yeah, there you go. You've got to be happy about that, haven't you? Oh no, he throws it back as well. But I'm sure he's happy. Reach a total buzz of 3,500. I mean, that seems excessive, but hey, maybe one day it'll happen. Tuna forks are here. It's a little bigger than I remember it, but I think it'll fit there quite nicely. And is it already instantly buzzed? Oh yeah, nice. Needs to be a marine life exhibit. It is. Excellent. That's straight in there. I'm just going to move these over a little so as not to crowd it. That's great. And then we'll do these little window spaces here are going to be perfect for some benches. Which one did we settle on? Did we do the glass bench over here? We did. I think that is the one to go with. Yeah, I'll do there and there.
Announcement.
There we go.
Vandal caught in the act.
Scandal caught in the act. My goodness, I'm glad they're doing a good job of that. We'll now do some drink fountains here as well, I think. Good stuff. And then a trash can on this side. Even though there's no real use for it, I think that's probably right. Maybe we could do food and drink here, actually. That's not a bad idea. It's been a while since we've had some. We do just drink. Maybe we'll just do the drinks. Straight into it. Always stick a bin by them. Alright. One poor lowly little fish, but otherwise that's the nice start to an aquarium. I mean, we could also throw it this way as well. And this space will definitely sort of keep filling in here. I mean, we have all of this, you know, which is fine. I mean, we could even eventually completely encompass this and have some gardens around it. I think that would look great as well. The exterior is definitely something we have to think about, because there are going to be exterior exhibits as well. You know, there's the Atlantean feet and ruins and all that sort of stuff. So maybe this prehistoric building coming down to here and then exterior exhibits and then picking it back up to another half of the aquarium, that could work. The only thing I really want to do now, we are actually making profit, but it's very up and down. So the only thing I'd like to do, which will probably do in the next episode, is just get everything out of our inventory, basically. Because at the moment we still have plants and a few other bits and bobs, and really they don't increase the cost of running the place. They're just going to bring in more revenue, so I think that's probably what we'll do in the next one. But in the meantime, I'm going to send these folks out for their last bit of bone. Hopefully they can go straight out. I might be working them to the bone, so to speak, but I think it's okay. We'll go remove injury, and we'll do speedy, because oh no, chopped damage. Let's just go safe. It just increases all of the time. That's fine. We'll send them out for the last bit of bone, and yeah, and we'll keep working on this in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. Until the next one, be good.